Good morning, day 22 of our Direttissima attempt. It's very early in the morning, it's 5:30, but I've been getting up around 5, but as you can see, even though I don't really think it rained last night, we just had this fog, mist, dampness surrounding us, and I think the moisture is kind of collecting on the branches of the trees, and you can just hear that dripping. It was drip, drip, drip all night. As far as temperature though, it wasn't that cold. It's just like just feels raw, right? I'm sure if we were in the sun, it would feel great. So we're finishing up like a little coffee, and then we're gonna slack pack out to Moriah. The map says it's around 1.7, so about 3.5 round trip. Come back to base camp, have another cup of coffee, break down camp, have something to eat, and then we're headed down Stony Brook Trail for about 3.5 miles to Route 16. As of right now, I'm thinking we'll road walk to the Great Gulf Wilderness Trailhead, and then we'll hook up with Osgood, and we'll water up at the Osgood tent site. And then we'll see what time of day it is, we'll see how I feel. Well, you're not supposed to camp in the Alpine Zone. I really don't want to do that anyway. So it's going to be a matter of, do I find a spot below tree line on Osgood? I know there are some spots there. Or do I do I go for Madison, depending on the time, then drop down somewhere, and who knows, right? There's a lot of variables depending on time of day and how I feel. But the first thing I got to do is get on top of Moriah. So that's the plan. And hopefully, either we're going to top out of this and see some clear skies. It's supposed to be a nice day today. I can't believe, again, in all these weird spots, way off trail in the middle of nowhere, I have 2 bars of cell service. It's crazy. Thanks, Verizon. I appreciate that. I appreciate it because I get to chat with Sarah for a little bit, and I appreciate it because I get to look on Mountain Forecast and see what I'm in for. Looks like there's going to be heavy rain tomorrow night. So I want to make sure I want to try and have set up a tent before that heavy rain starts. But we'll have to see. Sometimes that weather changes a little bit as well, so we'll keep an eye on that if we have cell service. But there's just something in the back of my mind as well, like over, a lot of rain from what I saw on Mountain Forecast. So that's it for now. We're kind of just waking up, getting our muscles going down all that steep stuff yesterday. By the end of the day, I must have jabbed it a couple times, but my big toe on my right foot was really sensitive. So it feels fine now. Just needed a night of no getting banged around. But little stuff like that changes. It looks like it's RIP to my handheld Garmin Oregon. I've tried playing with it a little bit, tried drying it out. It had all my GPX tracks on there, which would have been a real bummer because I wanted to do something with Relive app. But I think my InReach Mini 2 also has all my GPX tracks. I've tried using the Gaia app to record some GPX tracks, but it really seems to be gobbling up my battery, my iPhone battery, even with airplane mode on. So I think part of it is just the cold. It's been even though I'm keeping it next to my body. So I may play around with that again today and see how much battery I lose. I have so much redundancy with electronics. I want to kind of have some of this stuff figured out, so when I go on a longer through hike, I kind of know what works and what doesn't. So I'm probably going to play around with that as well. that's what I'm thinking. That's what's going on this morning. And we'll check in hopefully on Moriah if it's not so cold and windy. See you there. Hello friends, day 21, quick update. We're headed up to Mount Moriah and we finally got above the clouds, but you can see we're camped in that mess down there. So that's why everything was cold and damp and dreary. Much nicer up here, I gotta say. There's a half moon out still in the sky. I think you can see it right by my head. So yeah, much nicer up here. The rocks aren't quite as slick this morning, which is nice because I'm gonna have to go down this. Yeah, it's beautiful up here. It's early and we'll check in hopefully on the summit of Moriah. Hello friends, day 22 update. We're on the summit of Mount Moriah. Still early in the morning, maybe around 7, 6:30, 7, something like that. So we're gonna hang here for a little bit, have a Cliff Bar, just enjoy it while we have it to ourselves, and then head back to camp. I'm sure it'll still be very damp at camp, damp camp. Break that down, have another coffee, and start making our way down the Route 16. I imagine we'll see. It's a Saturday. Oh, this is our, I can't believe it's our, yeah, it's our 4th Saturday, right? This is Saturday number 4. Our first Saturday was Musalaki. Our 4th Saturday is Moriah, so that's cool. But yeah, we'll break down camp. I'm sure we'll see a bunch of day hikers coming up. I think the weather's gonna be really nice. I think I'm gonna see if I have self-service here. Just double check the weather so I know what my options are. Headed over to the 3 remaining prezzies we have and figuring out when to do it. Did I cut myself here? I guess I did. Oops. So that's where we're at. Checking in. We'll probably check in again once we're back at base camp and ready to start heading down. But you just hear the birds chirping. It's quiet. And we'll see you later. Hello friends, day 22 update. It's almost 9 o'clock. We're finally getting, the sun is like getting through the fog, which is nice. Delayering, got camp broken down. The tent obviously, well the rain fly at least, still very wet, but hopefully we can dry it out at some point. Didn't have self-service on top of Moriah, but I have self-service here. I was able to check the weather. Looks like there's going to be just under an inch of rain coming tonight, so that's a lot of rain. But feeling good. I'm glad I didn't stay at the imp shelter about 20-30 minutes ago. A loud group of 6 or 8 younger folks backpacking. I'm sure they stayed there last night. Started heading down Stony Brook. Sounded like one person was having an issue with the pack weight or the whatever it was. Just it was much more quiet here, so I'm happy about that. Other than that, just finishing up our coffee, and then we're gonna start heading down the Route 16 and doing some road walking. So we will check in later. Day 22 update. I was breaking down base camp this morning after the cold wet walk to Moriah, and I had just started heading down and this guy is walking up and I said, wait a minute, I know that guy. My son Bobby, man, he came out to say hello. So
What's
awesome.
up?
So we actually walked the whole trail down. It was pretty cool. Got to catch up, and he brought me my favorite breakfast. I got more sausage McMuffins to eat. That's awesome. So we're just gonna take a break here at the parking lot. I got a road walk coming up, going back up the other side. But what a great surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. We'll check in a little bit. Hey guys, we're in the middle of our road walk, Route 16, entering the White Mountain National Forest. I never knew we left it. So we're just motoring along, not muttering along, and we'll check in when we get to the trailhead. Hello friends, day 22 update. We just finished our long road walk on Route 16. We're at the Great Gulf Wilderness Trailhead. Man, it was so great. What a nice surprise to see my son Bobby coming up Stony Brook Trail, able to go back down together. That was that was a nice surprise. Thanks Bobby, I love you. And we're kind of recharging here at the trailhead. The road was very sunny, so we're gonna have a little snack, have a little water, and then start making our way to the Osgood Trail. There's quite a few cars in the parking lot. Don't know whether they're day hikers or, you know, Osgood tent platform, but we'll find out. We'll see how we feel when we get there. Right now I'm feeling a little spent just from walking in that heat, but that could change. Alright, that's it for now. We'll check in a little bit. Hello friends, day 22 update. Our Direttissima tent, Saturday, May 21st. It's around 1:30, or maybe no, closer to 2:30 in the afternoon. We have reached the wilderness boundary with the Great Gulf Wilderness. It's funny because yesterday, on our way to Moriah, we went down the Moriah Brook Trail for a little bit just looking for a campsite, and so we were briefly in the Wild River Wilderness. So, new wilderness, new day, new wilderness. The heat really took a lot out of me on the road walk, so I'm thinking we'll push on to the Osgood tent site. Hopefully there's an open platform there. If there's not, then we'll come up with plan B. But I'm thinking we'll get set up earlier, a little earlier than usual, relax, have a beer, and get ready for the big push tomorrow. And I think we're getting rain tonight. Right now it's nice, but maybe it'll be like a thunderstorm thing and then just keep raining. So that's where we're at right now. We're going to rest for a minute and then keep heading on up. Hello everyone. Day 22 update. It's around 3:30, 4 in the afternoon, and we have made our way to the Osgood tent site, where we're going to call it for today. Man, it was hot. I think that road walk was really hot. It was nice to get back in the shade on the trail in the Great Gulf Wilderness. So there's like 5 tent platforms here. Surprisingly, the first one that I came to was empty. I thought there'd be, so I'm sure there'll be folks coming in later, but we got a tent site, so that's cool. We'll get it set up. We'll get water, our camp chores done, and we're just gonna relax on this wooden platform and rest up for a big day tomorrow. Whew. You don't need to see up my nose, I know. Yeah, a great day though. Started out again in the dampness. I'm pretty sure there's going to be rain tonight. I'll see if I have cell phone service here and double check. But we'll be good. And tomorrow's the big day. Tomorrow, hopefully we get the 3 remaining prezzies done. And then we're really in the home stretch. So Sunday, it's going to be a big Sunday on the Brian Keith Direttissima channel, so stay tuned for that. You don't want to miss it. Once I kind of get situated and get organized, I'll hop back on. I looked on the GPS track on Gaia. It's over 13.5 miles, so again, another big day, although I don't know, maybe 4 miles of that was road walking, but still, which is not bad. But when it's like, it was like just the heat of the day, right? Um, just the temperature fluctuations during this whole trip, going from hiking in nice cool conditions, cool rainy conditions, and then you get dumped in the hot, humid condition, and you just takes a day or two for the body to adjust to that. But if it goes right back to cold again, you never really adjust. So I think that's why I'm feeling pretty spent right now. But otherwise, I mean, the legs feel good. Everything feels good. I just feel spent. I'll probably do some tailwind as well just to get some electrolytes because I think I could probably use some. But I've been forcing myself to eat. I've been drinking water, so I know I'm good as far as that goes. But some electrolytes are going to help. And looking forward to just enjoying the rest of the day here at Osgood in the White Mountain National Forest. And we'll be back later for a recap. Hello, friends. Day 22 recap. It's almost 5 p.m. We're situated in our tent site. I was out hanging outside for a while, down in some tailwind. I did not bring any DEET on this trip, just because I forgot. So after a while, the bugs get kind of annoying. So I just had the vestibules open, and it's time to enjoy a mostly cold beer. That is one of the great things about bringing the bear vault. I found if I just keep cold items, beer, cheese, whatever, at the bottom of the bear vault, it does stay cool in there all day, no matter how hot it gets on the outside of the pack. So cheers to 43 down, 43 peaks bagged in 22 days. Oh, man, that's good. Okay. So I was a little confused on the weather. I thought the big rain was coming tonight, but it's just a risk of thunderstorm. I hope there is a thunderstorm. It'd be nice to cool things down just a tad. The big rain's coming tomorrow night, but it doesn't look like it's coming in the afternoon, at least with the last mountain forecast report I got this morning. I tried getting cell service here and I don't have any. But like almost an inch of rain forecasted for the Jefferson Summit tomorrow night. But just thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon. So with that in mind, I'm hoping we can bag all three and scoot down the Caps Ridge Trail and set up somewhere around Jefferson Notch Road for the road walk tomorrow, the next day. I don't think I want to like start the road walk. We'll see. I mean, I'll look at how many miles it is, but after doing those prezzies and coming down, I don't think I'll be in the mood for a sustained long road walk. So we'll see what happens there. But the weather should be pretty, I mean, it's still going to be pretty warm tomorrow. Even on the summits, it looks like 60 degrees. So it should be a nice day to hit Big Three, Madison, Adams, Jefferson, ones I go to a lot. All different kinds of ways. So it'll be nice just to loop them and head down. I've never gone down the Caps Ridge Trail. I've always like taken the Castle Trail down and taken the Castle Ravine Trail up. Or I've come in from the Great Gulf and taken like Six Husbands, or the Sphinx Trail. So a new trail also, which is fun. Yeah, it was great to see Bobby today. That was awesome. I think that's about it. I feel like getting to bed early tonight is good, and I can keep up my routine of getting an early start. I mean, if I'm on the trail tomorrow, 6:30, that'd be awesome. Because we got 2 miles. We have to go 2 miles. Whoops. Before we're like getting to the base of Madison. And I think it's another half mile to the top. And we can already have Madison and maybe Adams in the books before we even see anyone. Not that it matters, but it'd be nice. It's getting closer. I think I don't want to jinx it, like I told Bobby, but I think we got a good shot of making this project a reality. So that's cool. That's pretty exciting. It certainly has been a wild ride, uh, just with the weather, just with the weather, crazy. And then adding in all the other, little bumps, the highs and the lows along the way. Um, yeah, it's been a fun ride, and we're not done yet. So we'll see you in the morning. Hopefully, bright and early, and we'll get trucking up the Osgood Trail to Mount Madison. We'll see you then. Cheers.